You're way ahead of me.
Don't take a picture.
I'm not taking a picture. So, John, what sort of games are you working on, buddy?
I'm working on a 3D RPG and in-depth, sort of like Mario games.
Excellent. What are you going to do with those?
I'm going to try to sell them and then share them with my friends. And
Cool.
Play them.
Cool. What's your what? Do you have a name for some of the games yet?
One of them is called Doom Dungeon, and that one is where you are a man armed with a shotgun, and you're basically locked in a dungeon, and you have to find your way up through 10 different levels, fighting different level monsters and different level achievements. You have to figure out how to open secret doors, get different keys for that. So it's pretty fun.
Cool. How'd you come up with the name?
I don't know, it just sort of came to me because the textures I were using were sort of like dungeon, they're all rock walls, and then there's different little plants, and it's basically like a low-level ceiling, sort of like you're in a dungeon.
What do you think people will learn by playing that game?
I don't think they'll learn anything by playing that game, but I am hoping in the future to be making some more godly games where people can learn about the Bible through what they're playing.
Great. Yeah, you mentioned that to me yesterday. Tell me a little bit more. What's your vision for your future of game creation? You had some interesting ideas.
Well, like maybe if there was a Samson game, then you could be Samson and you have to go through all his trials. It would be 3D Samson. You would be Samson. You'd have to fight the Philistines and help God's people. It would do some New Testament where you would be just a simple slave in Jesus' time, and then you go all the way through where he's being born and you're learning about that, and you actually like play a story with him where you're one of his friends that nobody knows. It's not something that's in the Bible, but you can learn through the Bible and Jesus' story through that.
Very cool. And then you told me a little bit about a game. I think you called it Life Choice or something like that.
I'd like to create a game that is basically about your life, and you get to take your choices. Basically, you have an avatar who is you, and you make all the choices. It's basically like you are a person in this game, and so you have parents, you're whoever you want to be, you design how you are. You can go through, make different cities, and then you have to basically live out your life.
Excellent. And then whatever you do gives you consequences that you learn from. Is that right?
Yes. If you make a bad choice, and then you might end up going to prison, or you would have to face different consequences for that.
That sounds brilliant to me. I think people could really learn from that.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they could learn, like, go through their life, and before they come to a stumbling block in their real life, that they could play it out in the game and find out what would probably happen.
That'd be awesome. Is there anything out there in the market like that now?
There are a couple of games, like Half-Life and Sims, where you can basically be a person, but it doesn't have any consequences. Like you could shoot somebody and then nothing happens.
Right.
And but I want to make it where there would be real life consequences and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that's really brilliant. I promise to keep your secret because I think that could be a huge seller on the game market.
I am hoping that I think I might be able to posting it for free. Maybe if people want to make donations so that people can play it. Like right now, I don't have the money to buy stuff online, and I would love to play that if it were out there.
Excellent. So you want to get the word out to people and have them make some donations, and then we can all play it.
Yes.
Cool. Well, I would certainly sign up and play it.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Anything else you want people to know before we wrap up?
Not now.
All right. Thanks for sharing all your genius with us. Sounds like you're going to be already well on your path to be a brilliant games designer.
I hope so.
I'm looking forward to playing some of your games. Great. And I'd love to get a little reaction from our audience here. We've had some of us call her Mom, some call us Mary Ellen, some call her Grammy. What do you think of John's ideas?
Woo!
That pretty much sums it all up, doesn't it?
He blows me away.
Have you ever heard that sort of genius at 14? I'm really impressed with someone so young having such a vision.
You and me both. Yeah, but look who we came from.
Look at that.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. The humility of the Irish in the Visla clan.
Hey.
I think that's coming from the O'Farrells, probably.
You think? You could be right.
What are you? What? Tell me a little bit with John. What are you? What is it that you're proud of about John?
Oh, I just am proud of who he is and what he's doing in his life. It amazes me that at this point he's got it together so well, and he takes the initiative and cares and is responsible. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's awesome. He's definitely looks out for the other kids and takes a lot of responsibility.
yeah,
Yeah.
got good leadership skills, and no, it just. I didn't know being a grandparent that you could feel so proud.
So it sounds like you're pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
And you got 5 of them over there to be proud of.
I know, and then 3 others in Germany.
So 8.
Yep.
That's pretty incredible.
Yep.
So having just come from Germany and then being here with back here with the 5 here, so how would you sum up what's your experience like being a grandparent?
It's the richest thing you could imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just a joy you can't believe till you experience it.
That's great. And if some of the grandkids are watching and you could impart, having learned, being ahead of them in life and learned some years, some of the wisdom, what would you say to your grandkids about how to live the best life?
Oh gosh. Can we come back to that?
Sure we can.
Okay.
But just one, if there were one thing you could say just off the top of your head, it doesn't have to be the best thing. What would you want your grandkids to know about the life to come and how to live it?
Oh, I think to find what brings meaning to your life, and then go for the joy in that, which involves your faith and caring about other people, loving
Right.
God and loving others.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like that's definitely at the center of your experience of life.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and what's if you think about now this next chapter of your life coming, what's brewing for you about, what's interesting to you and where your passion is for life?
Well, I'm kind of in transition right now,
Right.
with my job ending, but things God provides in ways you don't expect, like my trip to Germany already planned, came at the best time possible with winding down on what I was doing, and
Right.
And I think God just surprises you with how things play out, and I'm praying to trust in Him that whatever happens next will be as wonderful as how He's provided for me in the past.
So it sounds like you're going to build on your past faith, trusting that what comes next will be just as good or better.
Yeah.
Good. Well, we all wish that for you, and all praying for you that this next chapter is absolutely the best for you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say to anybody before we close out our little interview today?
Oh, I love everybody, and GB and Wa and Slancha.
Salancha, Erin Gobra.
Erin Gobra.
All right. Love you too.
Okay.